AFC North rivals go head-to-head on Sunday Night Football as the Steelers play the Bengals. The Steelers dropped their third straight road game to the Titans last Thursday, while the Bengals have lost 2 games in a row to the Dolphins and the Browns. I have no idea what's wrong with the Steelers. They can't seem to win a game on the road for the life of them, and they constantly have players getting injured. The Bengals started looking great, but after losing 2 weeks in a row to teams that are barely mediocre, I'm not so sure. The Steelers need to be prepared for this one, because if they're not, they're looking at a 4th road loss and being 2-4. It's always hard to bet against my team, so I can't, and I gotta go with the Steelers on this one to get their first win on the road in a fairly close game.
Pittsburgh travels to Cincinnati in this week's AFC North divisional matchup. Pittsburgh hasn't been doing so good on the road this year. Actually, they're 0-3 on the season. Their defense is getting old and they're very injury prone, and maybe they can pull out the win against Cincinnati, but I'm pretty sure that Cincinnati's going to come off big in this one. The fiery passion of Andy Dalton's soulless locks of love will prevail.
Monday Night Football has more division rivals playing each other when the Lions head to Chicago to play the Bears. Lions pulled a stunner in Philly that I totally called, and the Bears are coming off a bye after they trampled the Jags 41-3 2 weeks ago. The Lions were able to pull off the upset because they were up against a team that people have completely overhyped, and they got Vic to commit those turnovers he's been prone to this season. But the Bears look fantastic. Cutler looks good, the running game is doing just fine, and they've got a top-tier defense. So, Lions fans, you better enjoy this win against Philly because come Monday night, I think the Bears are going to have a field day.
The Detroit Lions travel to the Chicago Bears after really humiliating Philadelphia at home. I think Chicago's going to win this one. They blew out the Jags, completely obliterated them before their bye week, and their defense is starting to solidify as the year goes on. They're 4-1, and their only loss was to the Green Bay Packers, and I'm pretty sure that Detroit's win over Philadelphia was a fluke, so I'm going to give the W to the Bears.
Thursday Night Football will have a winner that claims the top spot of the NFC West as the Seahawks take on the 49ers. Seahawks are coming off a huge shocker of a win against the Patriots, while the 49ers were humiliated at home by the Giants. In a division I always saw as the weakest overall in the NFL, we've got some serious competition going on with 3 out of the 4 teams with 4-2 records. This will certainly be an interesting game, but I'm going to go with the 49ers on this one because they are going to be seriously angry about that recent loss, and I think they're going to take it out on the Seahawks.
I really don't have much to say about this matchup other than that the winner is going to take top in their division. But this is not my upset pick of the week, but I am taking the Seahawks over the 49ers because the Seahawks, they beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. As their one cornerback said, like, it's a team effort, it's not one man, and that's what everybody was looking at was Tom Brady to beat the Seahawks, even though the Seahawks are one team, and they have one of the best defenses in the league, and I have the stats to prove that. They're second in points, fourth in yards, and second in rushing yards, which is pretty damn good for a mediocre team, which I don't even know why I'm calling them mediocre. They just beat the Patriots. Definitely going to be a close match, and I think the Seahawks are going to outplay Alex Smith and Vernon Davis.
We've got a rematch of the AFC divisional game when the Ravens head to Houston to play the Texans. The Ravens just barely beat the Cowboys on Sunday after Dallas missed a last-second field goal that would have given them the win, and the Texans were embarrassed on Sunday Night Football as their defense allowed Aaron Rodgers to throw for 6 touchdowns. These are without a doubt the 2 best teams in the AFC, but that really doesn't say much as the AFC is pretty awful this year. An interesting matchup that I'm going to give to the Texans. It's in Houston, and after that game that they had against the Packers, they're going to realize they need to step up their game if they're going to go far into the league and even into the playoffs. Plus, the Ravens gave up over 200 yards rushing to Dallas, so there's got to be a way for Arian Foster to have an awesome game.
This is one of the matchups I've been waiting for all week. Baltimore at Houston. The Houston Texans really got tossed around by Aaron Rodgers with his 6 touchdowns and proven that their defense can fall apart in some places, but then again, any team can win any given Sunday. With Brian Cushing out for the season, that's going to play a big role in Houston's defense, and we saw that affected them Green Bay. Baltimore's defense is starting to fall apart with injuries to Ray Lewis and Webb over there, but you never know because you see what Green Bay did. They're going to watch what Green Bay did. And Joe Flacco may go into beast mode in this match, and I'm pretty sure that the Ravens are going to come out on top in Houston.
For my upset pick, I'm going with the Panthers to beat the Cowboys. Yes, it looks like I'm reverting back to my old ways of picking the Cowboys to lose as my weekly upset. Don't get me wrong, I was rooting for them when they played the Ravens on Sunday, and they had the chance to win, but they are the masters of choke artists. I think Carolina comes back from the bye ready to go at home, and Cam Newton will bring the heat to outplay Romo.
My upset pick of the week is going to be the St. Louis Rams over the Green Bay Packers. My to the audience is that if Green Bay's for real, then they should be able to beat the Rams. They lost to the Seahawks on a bad call, and then they lost to the Colts, and then the Colts got completely destroyed. So I don't know if they're real, they'll keep winning and just be throwing touchdowns like Madden, like 6 touchdowns a game. But the Rams are a really good team at home, and they already made an upset this season in primetime against the Cardinals, who everybody on that bandwagon. What did I tell you? Yeah, I haven't heard from you. Okay, thanks. But they're definitely got to pressure Rodgers in the throwing game as well as stopping the run game, and I think the Rams can do that in St. Louis.
Welcome back to the Shame Report. This week we have a viewer who does not appreciate upset picks. Bastard Revolver, who actually removed his comment after both my upset of the Lions over Eagles and Hatbox's Titans over Steelers were correct. But the gist of his comment was that we were both idiots with these picks and we didn't know our shit. After the Titans won, Hatbox called him out, and his response was just that it was total luck, and he proceeded to tell us his percent of correct games, which no one could give two shits about. Look, I've said this in previous reports, but we do like it when you guys disagree with a pick. However, you do not have to call us idiots or tell us that we don't know our shit. Just comment and write, "Hey, I don't agree with your upset/picks, so here's who I think will win and why." Anything's possible, so we'll see what happens on Sunday. But no, we get assholes like Revolver who do the complete opposite and can't admit they were wrong when we get our upsets right and go back and delete their original comment. Also, 78% on correct games is not as great as you might think, cause I'm in a league where several people have over 90% right. But feel proud that when it comes to calling games, you're a C student at best.
The T-Pop's Upset Pick of the Week. The Washington Redskins.
Let us know in the comments below. Every week we will give a shout out to those who prove us wrong.
You can only prove us wrong in one game, so choose wisely.
Subscribe for weekly NFL picks. Thanks again for watching.